technology's purpose is to progress. Technology's purpose is to help us to progress.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
Welcome back to the program, and welcome back to these minisodes that are a series of, principles of prosperity. I often get asked when I refer to principles of prosperity, and I do so often, what are they, Dustin? Do you have a list somewhere? Yes, I do. And we're going to be sharing with you that list as we go through the coming weeks. And of course, we are marching through that right now. I have already shared with you, first of all, an introductory episode, and we are on principle number 5. A reminder, these do not go in any particular order. One is not necessarily more important than the other. Today, we're going to talk about technology. And I want to pause here as a reminder that one of the great sponsors of this program is Now Software, and that, folks, is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Technology and its use can change the way that you do business and can change your life. I don't think I'm overstating that. Now Software will change the way that you do business and really change your life. Not dramatically. Well, maybe. I mean, it's not going to be like having a new baby, right? But it's going to be pretty big when it comes to your business. Check them out. Go to anow.com, anow.com. All right, folks, principle number 5, technology's purpose is to serve its master. Well, Dustin, that's mean. That sounds like a master-slave relationship. It is, folks. Guess what? I don't care. Technology doesn't have feelings. Okay? If I want to take it out back and beat it with a bat, I can do that. It's okay. It's all right. But technology's purpose is to progress. Technology's purpose is to help us to progress. Think about any technology that you utilize, and I would say that in every case, the reason you utilize it is to make your life easier. Whether it be the computer in front of you, the iPhone in your hand, the car that you're driving, or any number of different things. Now, granted, technology can be fun. Technology I would refer to sometimes as gadgets, right? So maybe you buy that drone and you might justify the purchase. Well, I'm sure I can use this for roof inspections for my appraisals, but really you're buying it because it's super fun to fly around. Let's be honest. So there's that aspect as well. But even then, I would say technology's purpose is to serve its master, even if its master's only purpose in buying the technology is for entertainment purposes. That's okay too. The principle here is that technology's purpose is to serve its master. So how does that translate into your business? Well, let's use Now Software as an example. You can do it another way. I did for years and years and years. Folks, I used an old-fashioned spreadsheet. It started out as a handwritten spreadsheet. It moved to an Excel spreadsheet for many years, and then we went to Google. So I went to a Google Sheets spreadsheet, and it took a lot of arm twisting from Marty and the gang over there at Now to get me to use Now Software because I said, I already got a spreadsheet. Oh, was I naive. Folks, Now Software is so much more than a spreadsheet. It's the ability to have a handle and control over your business, which means all the other principles that I'm teaching you become easier. That's what Now Software is all about. Anow.com, go to the coupon, type in podcast 30, and you'll get the discount. Welcome back to the program, each and every one of you. We're talking today about the 5th principle of prosperity, and that is technology's purpose is to serve its masters. I've told the story years ago in my Go Create Some Value workshop, which, by the way, you can still get online. And I told the story about my first disto. And I don't mean to throw my mentor under the bus. I love you, Dad. But he was very against my purchase of a disto laser major. Folks, I remember very clearly. And by the way, it was back when I was I was a new business owner. I was still in school. I was a starving student in every aspect of that term. And the purchase price was $650. There wasn't a lot to choose from back then. And the technology was not mass replicated like it is today. If you wanted a Leica disto, you had one choice. I think it was the A1 or A2, I don't remember, $650. And folks, it was not all that neat. It was a point and shoot. There wasn't a whole lot of calculations that it can do. It was very simple. And when I told my dad, my mentor, that I was going to spend $650 on technology like that, he thought it was a gadget. He thought it was a toy. He thought it was the same principle that I explained before the break about the drone. right? Now, I'm not saying there's not legitimate reasons to have a drone. I'm just saying that check yourself. And again, entertainment to me is a legitimate reason to own a drone or anything else, okay? So that being said, I did the calculations. I decided if this laser could save me 3 to 5 minutes per inspection, that it would be worth it because it would pay for himself over time because I'd be able to do 1 or 2 more reports a month because of the time saved. And it was at a time that I was turning down work. I couldn't do everything because I couldn't physically be everywhere. I wasn't utilizing the principles of prosperity fully. Now, back to the principle. Principle of prosperity number 5, technology's purpose is to serve its master. If you're utilizing that technology properly and you don't become stupid about it, you need to look at technology's purchases as not costs, but investments. Just as money can be a tool, remember that's number 3, you can utilize that money to assist you to grow and to develop and to get bigger. And by the way, we'll talk about that as we move forward. There's some other principles centered around that idea as well, the velocity of money specifically. But technology can be an investment for you to become bigger. And guess what happened? Within 2.5 months, it didn't even take quite 3 months, I paid for that disto and then some. Why? Because I was able to do maybe a half a report, maybe a full report more per month than I could do otherwise. That $650 cost or investment paid itself back. Principle number 5, technology's purpose is to serve its master. Speaking of technology, I talked earlier about the Go Create Some Value workshop. What a great opportunity to be involved in an incredible course. I think there's 14 classes. These are full-fledged, 30, 40, 50, 60-minute long classes that will teach you principles and practices of how to take the principles of prosperity and actually apply them to an appraisal office. If you're interested, it's still on my website. You can check it out by going to theappraisercoach.com and checking out products.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.